I don't know how well the lighting is. Hello, friends. It's Monday, May 8th, 2017. Excuse my sort of disheveled, tired, whatever look, even though it's like 9 something in the morning. Yeah, don't, it's a combination of, sorry, I'm going on like 3 hours of sleep or something, and it's come home, make the video, upload it. The dinner with the dongers video. Oh, okay. Oh, it's alright. It's time for work Monday, but got my alarm set early so I can get up and go do some overhead pressing or something at the apartment gym. And you lay down and something sort of bugs you, and then your eyes bust open and you're like, oh shit, don't I have a jury summons sometime in May? It's like, yep. For literally the next day, it's just like, oh shit, and then like, well, I better call and see if I'm supposed to show up. All right, maybe it's like, I had to if you'll remember from Forever Alone Feels, I was on call last year in 2016 for all of December. Every Friday I had to call and see if I had to go to jury duty, which I had no idea that was even a thing. Maybe it sort of depends on the type of case. Maybe a more fancier case, they do that. So it's like, oh, surely I probably won't get another one for a while. But yeah, I got a summons. I don't know what it is. I just, oh, it's in May sometime, not. So yeah, and then you call. It's like, all right. Tell me the message. Let's get to the range numbers. And of course, mine was like right at the end. And yep, I gotta show up. So there's you've got the annoyance of that everybody out there has, for anybody out there who's got a jury summons before, it's the like, fuck, right? Whatever your constitutional blah blah civic duty, it still doesn't take away the feeling that everybody has when they get it, of like, great. And then especially when you call and it's like, oh, all right, great. Looks like I do have to show up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed Monday morning. So it was that, and a lot of just being just sort of angry at myself of like, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I literally forgot about it and then remembered it at like the last second. So, but yeah. Don't worry, there is a silver lining to all this, and it's not just me complaining about having to go serve on a jury or something like that. So don't, so yeah, obviously I'm not in court or whatever anymore because they canceled. Yeah, it was, the instructions were like, oh, the show up 30 to 60 minutes early, and be prepared for long lines. It's like, oh, all right. And you show up like almost an hour early. Like, like the instructions say, and there's like almost nobody waiting. I was like, oh, fantastic. And you're sitting there. More and more people show up. In my mind, it's sort of like, I hope the more people there's here, the more chance that maybe I can just be dismissed. But yeah, honestly, yeah, it's the, and apparently they do allow phones and laptops in there and in like the waiting room. So if I had known that, I would have brought something in with me. It was just mostly like me trying to stay awake. So, but yes, TLDR, they do their little like, promotional video, whoa, what to expect, blah, 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 which I remember seeing back in December. So it was just like in and out of sleep and all that stuff. And yeah, some other judge comes in, oh, we respect your time, we blah blah blah, and the commissioner or whatever lady comes in again and is like, we had a cancellation for all of you, so for all of you that came in early, because I think there's different like times that you're summoned for those of you that came in for this time, so we won't need any jury, we won't need any of you. And you can just like you can hear the collective like sigh of relief in the weight room of like, Jesus fucking Christ, thank God. This is I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, you know, despite the whole, oh, you're constitutional, blah, blah, your democracy, blah, blah, like, nobody fucking wants to do that stuff. It's always an inconvenience, seemingly, and it's purely, oh, God, I hope I get out. But, yeah, parked, $12. $12 for parking. It's like, you better get parking for the whole day. Don't park at a toll. And good news, for some odd reason, so when I was doing it in December, they did reimburse you a certain amount. They sent you a check. Guess what, motherfucker? You ain't getting no reimbursements this time. So, yeah, only if you're unemployed or like a homemaker or something, she said. So that's great. So that's just $12, you know. Just sort of given away like that for basically being... See, this is sort of the thing that gets me about all this jury duty stuff. Like, a part of me is almost pissed off of like, all right, like, you know, yeah, you asked me to show up. Yeah, I parked, paid $12 fucking for parking. And then like a couple of hours later, oh yeah, they canceled. We don't need any of you. Like, oh, great. That was a fucking waste of time and money. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm glad to be whatever, but that seems very, I don't know. You know, I don't know the whole jury duty blah, blah, blah system, but it's a little, for as much as they talk about, oh, we don't want to waste your time and blah, blah, try to be as efficient as possible. Like, all right, come on. I mean, I'm not butthurt about it, whatever, but, you know, while this channel is not monetized, if any of you want to send $12 in Bitcoin donations to recoup, obviously being sort of sarcastic, joking with it, I do accept Bitcoin donations. Check the bottom description for my wallet, whatever thing. So, yeah. Like I said, it's a little bit of me. It's like, if you're going to fucking take the time to... I know you need a pool and whatever. It's like, I almost wish I would have, whatever. It is what it is. So it's that I'm trying to see sort of a silver lining around it all of what is good in the situation. Well, it's getting me more comfortable with going downtown. So, wow, look at that. We're turning lemons into lemonade. You know, for as much as grumble, yeah, I'm stupid for noticing lately. Yeah, I'm fucking don't want to do it because I don't care. You know, it is getting me comfortable going downtown because I usually don't like going there. And parking, yeah, parking is a wonderful, let's see, there it goes. There's the receipt, as you see. Yeah, I got there at 6:42 a.m. Paid $12. So, because it's sort of, I don't know how it is at wherever city you live in, but here in Denver, you start going downtown, it just becomes this absolute maze where suddenly, you know, like a two-way street, oh, it splits up and now it's one way in either direction. And then, oh, you get to this street, it's only one way this way, and then the next one is one way that way. And then it goes, and oh, this street though randomly is just a two-way street, but it's a tiny ass street, so you almost have to, like, if there's two cars coming, it's stuff. That's sort of what I mean, is it's a very you have to, like, it's not the most fun place to go to in terms of, like, if you don't have somebody just dropping you off or something, it's just the parking, and it's very expensive, and I'm sure the city makes money off of that, as do the people who own those fucking lots. So I was just thinking to myself, you figure whatever the 60 people or whatever it was in the room, if only like maybe 50 of them paid, let's say $10 for parking. That's a nice little chunk of quick money for, all right, yeah, we don't need you. Don't worry about it. So, but yeah, I didn't, I just did a quick, like, all right, where is it? I just did the, Google Maps thing of sort of some of the streets on the way of like, all right, here's like a few places on the way where I could park, and pretty much didn't have to use as a GPS whatsoever. So there you go. There's sort of, the takeaway of as much as I annoyed and whatever I am, just trying to see some positive out of this, is that I was a lot more comfortable going down there, to the point where I actually got there a lot sort of earlier than I was expecting without any sort of assistance. So there's that, right? But yeah. Got to be a little bit more careful next time, Georgie boy, with those. It's just you get it so far out sometimes that you set it aside like, oh, I'll remember it later. I just still can't believe it was literally until like the night before, like 7 hours before. And the other thing I'm grateful for is I was able to, because I had to work today, so I was able to get my shift covered. And I'm grateful that I work somewhere where I can have some sort of leniency with that, and whatever. It's not all on your ass to prove everything, but I did take the little like slip that shows it, because I don't want to just be completely, just trust me on it. It was interesting because I was grabbing the slip. I think it was me and this other guy grabbed the slip. He looked like, I don't know if he was IT or something like that, but I was like, oh, how's your workplace? Because yeah, his sounded like they were very, you better have proof, buddy. You better have documented whatever proof. So I'm sort of glad for that too. So there you go. There's some positives in all the little Georgie boy annoyances. And for some of you that might criticize me about it, don't think you're all high and mighty yourself, because I'm sure the rest of you, when you get your jury summons, you get just as fucking annoyed too. And especially when you call and you find out, damn, you have to show up, and then when there's the moment where, like I said, I just remember that moment where they're like, oh, we had a cancellation, we don't need any jurors. And just, I'm sure some of those people wanted to like jump and scream and dance. It was like, oh, thank God. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. But anyway, I am absolutely exhausted. I am probably, though, going to go do a workout a bit. Some overhead pressing, stuff like that. Try out the apartment gym. I gotta stop by a grocery store, get some bus tickets for my mom. And who knows? Probably go take a nap for a few hours afterwards. Although maybe I should try to, I don't know, maybe it's not a great idea to try to just drink as much coffee as possible and stay up that late. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, folks, on that note, it is hot. On that note, folks, you folks have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.